know after this session that you're about to watch, but hello. It is a leg day. It's Monday. It's been a hell of a day, hell of a week, but we're here. So just wanted to take you guys through this quick, effective leg day. It's not super extensive, but when done right, the pump is crazy. My pump was and is crazy, making this walking on this treadmill fucking insane right now. But anyway, just wanted to explain a little bit before we get into it that I did not record the first exercise, which was a seated leg curl, 6 sets of 10. Work your way up until you hit a weight where 10 is challenging. Do 6 sets and rest as little as possible between each set. Okay, and then the last thing was seated calf press superset with, I guess you could call them toe raises, but if this is your heel, you just lock your leg out and lift your toe up. Trains the front of your calf. But yeah, then the rest obviously you'll see. So yeah. And welcome to the rest of the session. This is movement number 2 after the seated leg curls. Yes, my guys, my boys, my men, we must do these. These are what really gives us the thunder toys that we want. These will fill our fucking quads out. They'll fill out your whole leg. Just do them. Do the adductors like I'm doing and do the abductors. Trust me, they help. And I did squats, as you'll see right after this, and they made the squats feel fucking amazing. And yeah, just do them. Get over yourself, all right? And if you're wondering, I have that jacket there because there's a hole in my pants. So that's a fun little tidbit of information there. But we're moving on to squats now, and you'll see from my very first set right here, which is a warm-up set with 135, and each set after that going up. And I'm doing these explosively, so I'm going down. That one was pretty quick, but moderately slow, maybe like a 1 to 2 second decline, a quick like half a second pause, and then explode up as quickly as you can. Only doing 6 reps here, and you don't want to like sink the reps. You just want to stop either right at or right before parallel, and then again just explode up as fast as you can. Of course, you're gonna experience some slower reps as the weights get heavier, but once you feel like you're really getting weighed down, that's how you know you're at a good working weight, and you want to stay there and knock out 4 sets of 6. So for me, that ended up being 315 for 4 sets of 6. So I just worked my way up, went from 135, 185, 225, 275, and then 315. And yeah, that's about it. So make sure you're also squeezing the hell out of your quads the entire time, but especially on the ending of the movement. Squeeze as much as you possibly can. It'll obviously make the pump so much better, because honestly with these explosive type movements, the pump may or may not always be there for you. I know for me, it's a little harder to get a pump when you do things like that. So yeah, just make sure you're really squeezing. So I'll leave you to enjoy me doing some reps. And moving on to the next exercise, which are 4 sets of 20 leg extensions. Now, we were obviously not going super heavy with the squats on the exercise before this, but it should have been at least a little bit challenging. So, on these ones, we want to focus more on the volume of the movement, but also really just trying to force as much blood into the muscle as possible. So make sure you're really squeezing the hell out of your quads on every single rep here, because that's going to, put the most blood into the muscle, and that's what we want. And also making sure that you're pointing your toes forward instead of pulling them up back just to hit or more focus on the lower part of the thigh as opposed to the upper part of the thigh, even though you still want to completely flex the hell out of your quad the entire time. I also wanted to point out my hat says Dragon, San Francisco. Pretty cool. This is Bruce Lee, and it's a Giants shirt. And Bruce Lee. I'm gonna be the Hokage! I'm gonna be the Hokage! I'm gonna be the Hokage!